Mehreen, I'm going to introduce you shortly. So let's see where we go. Hold on a second. Okay. So permits me this afternoon or this morning, okay, to introduce to you Dr. and Professor Dr. Mehreen Mia. Is an emotional intelligence coach and youth mentor. She will start her lecture today, 26th of May. She's coming back on the Wednesday, the 28th of May. So, like I said, prepare yourself, do the assignment, and let us work together. So I'm not going to say too much, but I'm just going to quick so that you will know who Professor Dr. Mehreen is. Okay, so welcome, Professor Mehreen
Thank you so much,
Mia.
ma'am. It is my honor to be here. Thank you.
Okay.
So I must greet you all in the universal greeting of peace with blessings. Thank you so much to my mentor and Honorable Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth for this opportunity, and of course to Appleton as well. I'm really, really blessed to be here, and I'm hoping that with what I'm going to give off to you, you're going to be able to not just use it to help others, but most important is to use it for yourself first, and then try to help other people with what we're going to learn. So I'm talking about a topic that is very close to my heart. It's something I'm very passionate about. It's about emotional intelligence. And I'm going to start by just one very simple question. Are you intelligent about your emotions? And no, that's not your essay question. No, it's not an assignment question. It is something that is just really for you to think about. Because if you don't know this, if you don't know your emotions and how to be intelligent about them, then how are you going to understand even those emotions of others around you? That's how important emotional intelligence is. Now, when I'm talking about emotional intelligence, what am I talking about? It is that ability that you would have to manage your emotions as well as to understand the emotions of people that are around you as well. And as I'm going to go through the entire process, you're going to understand that there are 5 elements which I will delve into in detail. But just to list them for you, the 5 components, the 5 elements, and I'm hoping that you're writing, these notes will be made available to you, but after Wednesday, they are going to be the 5 core elements that you have to understand. Because if you don't know this, you also won't understand how to impact it on you. Those 5 core elements are self-awareness, it is self-regulation, it is motivation, empathy, and social skills. I'll say it again. Self-awareness, me about myself, how to be aware. Self-regulation, how do I regulate me as a self? Motivation, what do I do to motivate me? Empathy, do I even understand what this means? And of course, social skills, how am I adapting all of these things with my skills socially? Now, people with a high level of EI actually can identify how they're feeling, what these feelings that I'm having mean, and of course, how these emotions that I'm having are impacting my behavior. So I can obviously, in turn, realize and understand how emotions are impacting other people as well. It's a little harder to manage the emotions of other people because remember, you can't control how someone else is feeling. You can't control how someone else is behaving. You can contribute to that based on what they perceive of you. But if you can rather learn to identify the emotions behind their behavior, if you're watching somebody and if you learn through learning emotional intelligence, if you're observing someone and you're understanding their behavior pattern and you kind of understand what emotion might have triggered the behavior you are watching, then you as a person will be able to better understand where is that person coming from? How should I best interact with them? And that way you'd actually avoid some unnecessary conflict sometimes. But that's where you also learn the skill of empathy. That's where you learn the skill of compassion, the building of humanity. Because when you operate with this level of empathy and the understanding of the critical part of being part of humanity, part of a team, so to speak, then being able to attribute someone's behavior to what is an underlying emotion is what is going to help you to manage those relationships better. Because I am understanding the person. When I'm understanding a person, an individual, I'm understanding that they come with emotions. Because remember, I have to have a thought, I have an experience, and these things trigger an emotion inside me. And when I say that, I'm saying it for you to be aware. My thoughts develop an emotion. Circumstances develop an emotion. Things happen that will develop an emotion. But the power within you of how to react to what those triggers are is inside you still. Because you need to understand what are those triggers for those specific emotions in order to understand your behavior and how am I behaving because something has been said, something has been done. I've just experienced this. Emotions are everything. Emotions are energy, and we are living energy. When I understand this about myself, it will help to understand this about other people. So, on an individual level, if I'm aware of my feelings, that is my first step to not letting the feelings control me. No emotion and feeling must control you as a person. It is you as the individual who must be able to learn how to control the feeling you are having, how to take control of the emotions that you're experiencing, how to take control of the circumstance you are in. And that way, you learn how am I going to move forward in a very productive state. So it's not going to be very emotional. It's not going to be an outburst. It's going to be a thought long process, and you know where you're going with this. So if you have to look at leaders, for example, and there will be another course with another professor regarding leadership, but if you think looking at effective leaders are people that are very emotionally intelligent. Why? Because in the workplace for them, it's important for leaders to also be self-aware and to be able to view things objectively, not only with emotion and whatever they're thinking. You have to be so engrossed in knowing I'm aware of myself in my role, therefore I'm aware of what I need to act out for the benefit and in the role I'm playing. And this automatically translates into you understanding what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and then how to act with humility based on that. And I say all of this because this is exactly what we need to learn to be better people in who we are first. I take this lesson for me first. I need to be the best of me, best version of me, best on my journey. I need to be the best role model for my child before I try to tell another child how to behave, etc., etc., etc. It starts with you as an individual. And when you learn this art of humility within you, when you learn to understand emotional intelligence impacting you, then that is how you find that balance with empathy. You find a balance with compassion. And even people that work with you or for you would start to feel appreciated. And you know, when people start to feel appreciated, you get even more out of them. You yourself, if you are appreciated, when somebody tells you thank you, when somebody shows you manners, do you not feel like you need to give off more to the person? That essence of feeling valued is what's triggering you to give off more from you. This is how important emotions are. Everything about anything to do with us on a daily basis is about emotion. And these value essence, the value and the essence of being appreciated, only makes you happier, but it also makes you productive. It makes you want to learn more. And you must learn, when I'm learning more about me, I'm actually developing my skills of how to be thoughtful, how to be mindful, like Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth spoke about. That mindset is so key to everything. And I'm sure you will find at the end of your diploma in August, you will realize every one of these modules you are doing somehow are interlinked with each other to make you the best that you can be. If I am emotionally intelligent about myself and I understand myself well enough, I am therefore going to be mindful of me. I am going to be able to develop the growth mindset I need to keep learning. I'm going to develop my leadership skill. I'm going to learn about artificial intelligence and how it's going to make me better at who I am. Interlink every one of these modules, and you would see that you would become the best of you. But that level of intelligence about you starts with you first. And of course, you must remember Very often, people around us tend to react emotionally. If somebody says something or something happens out there, you react emotionally because you don't take cognizance first of this is the trigger to this emotion. Now, you might be sitting there and saying, it's easier said than done because I don't have time to think first before I have to act sometimes. It is a skill that you have to learn and develop. Emotional intelligence is not just something you're going to listen to me now and it's going to just happen for you. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a skill that you need to learn about. How to be aware of yourself is a skill. And once you learn that, you will become more mindful of your state of mind as well. So when I'm going to start, I'm going to start telling you, you need to try to slow down that reaction to an emotion. So the next time you're feeling angry, try to sit with the anger before lashing out. The next time you're feeling angry, best thing to do, excuse yourself and find a bathroom. Take a 2-second time out before you react in any way, verbally, whatever, before you say anything. And the moment you feel the trigger is something has said something to you, or whatever's just happened and it's made you angry, take a 2-second moment to start I'm not going to say anything. And in those 2 minutes that you're taking a time out for, ask yourself, why am I angry? What did they say to actually upset me? What do I think is the emotion beneath my own behavior or what they've just said? And then take control of the fact that your reaction to what was just said is in your control. When you take the 2-second time out, you're actually not going to react emotionally anymore because you've given thought into it, because you've become aware of it. That means you're going to tap into what you've now understood to be your strength, and you're going to use your strength to overcome what would have been a weak point. No one is good at everything. We must understand this, and that's okay. But we need to learn to know ourselves and when to ask for help. Asking for help is good. Offering help is good. So we need to learn to put in that effort to understand what people are communicating non-verbally about. If you ask someone to help you on a project and if they agree, but if they start to sound hesitant, then you need to understand by being emotionally intelligent to see that body language in the person. You have to be able to know this and understand this for yourself first before you know how to take things forward. And the thing that I want to say now is when you're understanding this about you,
Sorry, she's gonna rejoin and continue. But let me remind you again regarding the questions being asked this morning. What can stop you from not having a change mindset? Number one. Question two, find 3 personal experience to change mindset. Disappointment, discouragement, and explain. You need to explain your personal experience on disappointment, discouragement, and distraction. And please send your assignment to yyci.academy@gmail.com. Very important. I believe she's going to rejoin us, but I believe that you are all learning seriously on emotional intelligence. Let me say this quickly while she joins us. Thoughts, when we talk about the power in you, you have the power to control your emotions. Emotions are energy and it's everything. How you react to situation, how you react to challenges is very, very important. And your emotions will determine how your state of your emotions will determine. But as our lecturers have said, that emotional intelligence is a skills that you need to learn. So you need to learn it, and the more you learn it, the more you'll be able to control your emotions. Another thing is that we should not let feelings or our emotions to control us in any situation, but we have the power to control our feelings and our emotions. So if you have anything to contribute before she rejoins us again, please do. Do you have anything to contribute? Because we are all learning together. We're just waiting for her. I believe it's the connection experience. We all have that kind of problem before. So, but if you have anything to contribute to this emotional intelligence, please or unmute yourself and speak or raise your hand quickly so that we can continue. Okay, Dr. King David.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning or good afternoon, Prof. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all participants in today's class and training. My own is just a little bit concerned of a bit questions to our honorable Prof. Regards to the program structure. Looking at the diploma program, is a starting point that when a student is being satisfied with the certificate, they might as well use it or transfer to any other university to further their study. With diploma program, you might further enroll to maybe do 1 year or 2 years and so in any other university and get your bachelor degree. From there, they continue from there. We have a lot of topics that is involved. My little suggestion opinion is I was thinking that probably these modules will be properly structured, and when the applicant or student will apply, they should also have their area of specialization so that they will not be broad with a lot of topic. Imagine someone have an interest in emotional intelligence, and the person will not be in the class of mindset. Do you understand the point? Or be in the class of management. There are two different things. Each of these topic or each of these is a discipline on its own. It's a model on its own, and it needs a area of focus, concentration that, okay, if we are doing emotional intelligence, we know that these are number of students who enroll for emotional intelligence. So even if their class comes once in a week, we already know that, okay, we have like 3 lectures and lecturers or facilitators for emotional intelligence. And these are the period for the program, just like the 3 months, and we carefully structure it. We also have for knowledge, management and leadership. Management is a discipline on its own. Leadership is another discipline on its own, but the two can be meshed together. So we have students who apply for this particular area. At least we can structure this student and look at the area we can place them. Even if their lectures does not occur on Monday, their lectures can come anytime within the week, depends on the arrangement between the lecturers and the student, because we believe most people coming for programs like this are working class, and you have to make it flexible to carry everyone along. My little suggestion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. King David. If you have joined us right from the beginning of this section this morning, most of the concern and most of the things you're saying, we've already ironed it out. As even some of our participants asked some questions regarding the diploma, how it's going to get about it. And we did say to them, yes, we have 5 to 6 modules in this diploma between now and July. We did say to them that it is going to be flexible. So, and I keep on repeating it. I think I've repeated it twice to say that it's up to individual. We are being flexible with this. If all what you want to study on this diploma between now and July is emotional intelligence, then that is why we have the flyer. We've shown it. Individuals' lectures timetable. So you can join at that time. All what we need is 80% of your punctuality and also your attendance, because we've opened a registration book that will be ticking who is around during that time. So we did say to them that if it is one that you can focus on, that is fine. One module. It could be the management and leadership. It could be the emotional intelligence or artificial As long as you are punctual and you are submitting your assignment and you are active in class, that is fine. If you can go through all the 6 modules, that is also fine. So we've already established that earlier on, that we are flexible. The only thing is when we now complete all this program in ending of July, and we're about to do the graduation in August, your certificate will testify which one you're fully active on. If it is management and leadership, that is what you will find in your certificate. If you've gone through maybe the mindset or personal development and maybe 3 or 4 modules during that time, these 3 will be in your diploma certificate. Am I true, sir, Dr. King David? So we've already established it, and we just want them to flow with it. If in any area, we also added that if in any area you miss the class, these videos are recorded and you can get it on YYCI.tv YouTube channel, where you can go there, watch the video, get better understanding, but you must do the assignment and send it to yyci.academy@gmail.com. So that will qualify you that even though you missed the class that day, you are still catching up with the previous lecture. Am I right, sir, Dr. King? Okay, I believe.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay. Is it clearer now? Is it clearer? Based the fact that the 2 universities.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, based the fact that YYCI and Appleton Private University in UK, we sat down to arrange or to organize this diploma. So that is why we understand everybody's issues. We understand everybody's situation, but this diploma is onto high standard, and that is why we will keep on explaining and explaining how it goes. But the punctuality and the attendance and the participation must be 80%, and assignment must be submitted before the next time that the lecturer will be coming to join us. For example, Dr. King Davis will be doing management and leadership modules every Monday. Every Monday. So that means before next Monday, according to the process, before next Monday, you should be able to finish up any assignment is given you today, because you have a long time. But that of emotional intelligence, when Professor Mary gives us assignment today, because she's coming back on Wednesday, you have to do the assignment and submit it before Wednesday. I hope that is clear as well. Okay, so let's welcome Professor Mary. I guess she's joining us. I saw her joining so that she can continue. She still have another 30 minutes or so. So is she on the platform yet? Not yet. Okay, any other question, please? Any other questions regarding what you've learned so far on intelligence, emotional intelligence, or about the program itself? Any other question? Because I think Professor Mary is still having issue with the connection. Number 2 assignment, ma. We've posted it. Let me see where the assignment. Number 2 assignment is find 3 personal experience that hinders you not to I think we need to, whoever is doing that can help me to do it properly. What we want you to do is that the first question was, what can stop you from not having a change mindset? That's the first question. The second question is, now we want you to write your own personal experience that will hinder you in changing your mindset. So like disappointment, discouragement, or distraction. So write your own personal experience that will hinder you not to change your mindset. Okay, so we want to appreciate Dr. Omotola and Lucas Nuruddin and Timitokwe and everyone that have joined us on this platform. Another thing I would like to say as well, all this, our title is good, but because we want to be more formal, I might not be mentioning ambassador, this and that. Please bear with us. This is another different planning. So we need to abide with that. We are here to study. We are here to learn. And this is, we're trying to push it to the level of we're trying to push it to higher standard, where by the time we finish this, our diploma, you will be satisfied with our delivery, and also you'll be satisfied with what you've learned. Okay, so Professor Mary is still having an issue in rejoining again. So on this note, without wasting time, I would like to just finish up this project, this lesson, and invite the next speaker, if that is okay. And then maybe by Wednesday, we will, or maybe if she can join us again, she'll be able to give us a roundup and also give us an assignment, because we don't want to waste much of our time. Is that understood, please? Can somebody give us go ahead to the next speaker? Can somebody agree with me that yes, we can go on to the next speaker?